Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and share this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Your support is essential to bringing royal news to life in a different way. A rare event, a moving scene, a family reunion that set social media ablaze and thrilled all of Spain. Princess Leonor and InfanteSofía of Spain, back after weeks of absence, appeared alongside their mother, Queen Letizia, in perfect harmony of dress, emotion, and symbolism. A highly anticipated public reappearance, especially since it took place under the tender and complicit gaze of King Felipe VI. This moment, immortalized by a multitude of cameras and lenses, immediately captivated the public's attention, not only for the beauty and gentleness of the gestures exchanged, but above all for what it reveals in depth. A Spanish monarchy more united than ever, a mother-daughter relationship of rare complicity, and a king watching a scene that goes beyond mere protocol to touch on the intimate. It all begins with a simple appearance. But in the royal sphere, nothing is ever trivial. Leonor, in her perfectly tailored uniform, shines with the elegance characteristic of heiresses already aware of their role. At her side, her sister Sofia, more discreet but just as radiant, shares this moment with natural grace. And then there is Letizia. In perfect chromatic harmony with her daughters, the queen, known for her keen sense of staging and visual communication, seals with her daughters a unity that no one can ignore. Their sartorial coordination is not a coincidence, it is a message. They are three women, three generations, three symbols of the present and future of a monarchical institution that, despite contemporary challenges, intends to remain anchored in the hearts of the Spanish people. The glances exchanged between Leonor, Sofia, and their mother have something profoundly human about them. This isn't just a formal meeting. It's a reunion. A tender reunion between a mother and her two daughters, long separated by obligations, training, commitments, and travel. Leonor has just finished an intense period of military training. Sofia, for her part, has completed a school year abroad, far from Spain, far from her landmarks. And Letizia, who has remained in Madrid, has made numerous official solo appearances, facing rumors, controversies, and health concerns without ever showing weakness. This reunion is therefore a relief. A balm for the wounds of distance. A way for each of them to say, "We are still here." Together. King Felipe, for his part, observes. He doesn't intervene. He lets it happen. He understands that this moment belongs to the women in his life. But his gaze betrays immense pride, suppressed emotion. Several times, we see him smile, nod, whisper a few tender words in Letizia's ear, or place a protective hand on Sofia's shoulder. He is both king and father, head of state and witness to a universal family scene. Felipe VI masters this dual role to perfection. And in this natural yet finely orchestrated setting, he finds his rightful place. But beyond the emotion, this moment speaks volumes about the internal dynamics of the Spanish crown. For some time now, observers have noted a more emotional, more human, more accessible communication strategy. Far from rigid protocols and icy speeches, the royal house is now focusing on authenticity. On warmth. On the image of a united, modern, committed family. This appearance of Leonor, Sofia, and Letizia in perfect harmony is fully in line with this logic. It reassures. It seduces. It reminds everyone that the monarchy, to survive, must remain human. And this humanity also comes through in gestures. Hands brushing against each other. Gazes catching each other. Smiles shared. Every detail counts. Every photo circulated in the press tells a silent story that people interpret, analyze, and comment on. And in this visual story, Leonor emerges, ever more assertive. More present. More sovereign. She no longer simply accompanies, she embodies. And Sofia, without overshadowing her sister, also finds her own light. Taller, more mature, she asserts a gentle, poised, balanced personality, one that could play a much more important role in the years to come. As for Letizia, she reaffirms, once again, her role as a pillar. First and foremost, as a mother, then as a guide, and finally as a royal figure. Her ability to unite, to transmit, to accompany, is evident here in all its power. Few queens in Europe can boast such a maternal aura, such a public bond with their children. By coordinating her outfit with those of Leonor and Sofia, Letizia says to Spain, "We are together. We are united. We look to the future with the same eyes." And this deceptively simple image has immense political significance. This moment might seem trivial to the casual eye. But it isn't. It takes place within a very specific context. Leonor has just completed her first year of military training, an essential rite of passage in her journey as heiress. She has gained stature, authority, and charisma. Sofia, for her part, has shown at her British school, strengthening her international profile. And Letizia has held the helm in Madrid, weathering rumors of tensions, recurring criticism of her apparent coldness, and concerns about her health. This reunion, then, is not just a moment of family happiness. It is a demonstration of resilience. A silent but powerful response to all those who doubted the solidity of the royal core. The vast majority of Spaniards were touched. Social media was flooded with positive comments, messages of admiration, and shared emotions. Mothers saw it as a universal expression of affection. Young girls, a model of elegance and courage. Republicans themselves recognize the power of the image. In a country where the monarchy is not always beloved, where past scandals weigh heavily, this scene offered a breath of fresh air. A moment of respite. A reminder of the values of unity, of transmission, of family love. But the question remains, what does this scene mean for the future? Was it a simple moment of tenderness, or the subtle announcement of a new era for the Spanish monarchy? Leonor, through this appearance, sends a clear signal: she is ready. She has understood her role. She has assimilated the codes. She now knows how to speak to the people, without words, with gestures. She masters symbolism, image, emotion. And Sofia, without contesting this legitimacy, asserts herself as an ally. A discreet but essential force. As for Letizia, she seals the alliance. She holds the reins, ensures balance, continuity. Felipe, in the background but omnipresent, embodies the institutional stability that allows this scene to exist. He accepts not being the center, because he understands that the spotlight must now shift. Toward the future, toward Leonor, toward a monarchy that seeks to be more feminine, softer, more emotional. Perhaps this is the key to its longevity. And in this context, every gesture, every outfit, every presence takes on a new meaning. This is not just a family photo. It is a page of living history. A quiet display of power. A subtle transition to a 21st century monarchy, where emotional connection takes precedence over protocol, where perceived sincerity is worth more than official rhetoric. The appearance of Leonor and Sofia alongside their mother Letizia, under the tender gaze of King Felipe, will long be etched in our memories. Because it is beautiful, certainly. But above all because it says something fundamental. About our times. Power is no longer only in actions, it is in symbols. And this one, undeniably, was powerful. And you, do you believe that this bond displayed between Letizia, Leonor, and Sofia will be enough to make us forget the wounds of the past and guarantee the future of the Spanish monarchy?